Auntie, you want to come sit with me? Come here, Papa. Oh, come here, good boy. Come here, sweetness. Come here, my sweetness. Oh, there he is. Well, it's been a while since I sat down and talked at my camera and lectured all my little nieces and nephews and nibblings out there. But your Auntie Elaine has been busy doing her auntly duties, and I have my goddaughter here for the summer, so I've been a little busy. But I wanted to talk about something that's been very important to me this summer as I was trying to keep up with the 10-year-old, and that is mobility aids. I think that, when you're like me, I'm 40. When you're like me, you're not elderly, but you're not as young as you used to be. The idea of having to use a mobility aid it stings. It makes you feel like you're some crotchety old grandma, and who at your age needs a cane or a walker or this or that or whatever it is. And sometimes it's the opposite of that. Sometimes it's more a thing where I had to stop shaming myself for eating like a kid. We have this idea that, certain things are for kids or certain things are for elderly people. And when you get to a situation where you literally need to use those items, it can be hard to swallow your ego and actually do so because of the way that they're looked at in society and people who use them are looked at in society. I mean, it's not anything new. Think about the stigma people put on glasses, or used to put. It's not so much there anymore, but obviously used to very much be a thing. And, the idea that something that people literally needed to be able to see was something that you could make fun of them about. Any visual reference you have to any difference, people are going to hold that against you. But it's a special sort of thing when you hold it against you, And I can't say enough how much it's changed my life. I got a walker this summer. It's a rollator, technically. It's not, your, like, sticks, 4 sticks. Not that, it's a rolly one, but it's still a walker. And the reason I got it is the reason that anyone gets a walker, is that it's hard for me to walk long distances, and having a little support, something to hold on to, really helps. And then when I get out places, having a place to sit down also very much helps. My stamina is terrible, but I've been able to go out to the beach, to the springs, to Disney World with my goddaughter because I have a rollator. Now, they had to be kind of scaled back trips. I had to be very cautious about not overextending myself and taking lots of breaks. But the line between able to do and not able to do for me is a very firm line. And there's not a lot of wiggle room there. And it's sometimes very, very narrow between nothing and, what I can do. I don't have a lot of energy to sustain me. And so if I can find things like my walker that give me just a little bit more energy in my reserves, that means that my ability to do things is extended and I have a little more wiggle room. And so, I kind of felt embarrassed to use it at first, and now I've gotten to the point where I'm like, yeah, I'm taking that thing with me everywhere I go. It's amazing. It really is. It's great to take it to the beach. I can actually put the cooler right down in the seat and then put all my crap on it, roll it out to the beach, have a place to sit down when I first get there before you've set up your camp and everything. It's amazing. I mean, if you need it, if it can make your life better, get it. Don't let ego keep you from doing the things that you need to do to make your life better. I have a lot of trouble with eating. I'm very limited in what I can eat because I can't eat fiber, fat, fried stuff, or spicy stuff. which is like almost everything, and including like raw vegetables and almost all vegetables actually. And so, what I have kind of settled on for my diet is very similar to a kid's diet. And when I order off a menu at a restaurant, I want to order from the kids' menu because smaller portions are better for me, and simplified food that's not spicy and extra fatty, kind of bland kid food, that's what works for me. But, at first I might felt a little embarrassed about it. Now I don't feel embarrassed at all. I don't care if it's for kids. I eat bagel bites because I can eat bagel bites. They're pretty easy. There's something I can throw in my diet. It's a little different than the same old stuff that I always eat. It might be a kid food, but who cares? It works. So that's what I wanted to talk about. I just wanted to explain how wonderful it has been for me to let go of my ego and use whatever mobility aids, whatever type of food, whatever things that are there that can make my life better. And I think that we tend to want to resist that when we have disabilities, especially invisible disabilities, because that's choosing to make it visible. And that can be a difficult choice sometimes. But, we have to just learn to not prejudge other people and not prejudge ourselves and just live our best lives. So that's all I wanted to talk to you about today, and I'm sorry for lecturing you for so long. I don't know how long it'll be before I get to do another one of these again, but we'll see. Bye.